Turn over a compost heap or lift a brick in a damp place and the chances are you'll find oodles of these little creatures. By the hundreds and thousands. Not him, he's a cockroach. These are the ones I'm talking about. These things. They're called slaters or woodlice. And they're very shy and retiring in their behaviour, but for all that they're very interesting too. First of all, what are they? Well, not insects. They haven't got 6 legs, and not spiders. They haven't got 8, and they haven't got as many as millipedes and centipedes. They're somewhere in between. In fact, they belong to a group of animals called crustacea, most of which are things like shrimps and yabbies and crabs. In fact, live in the water. These don't. They're very unusual amongst the crustacea in having made it to the land. But they still need damp places because the crustacea breathe through gills. And as you'd know, gills work underwater, or at least in the damp. The other thing is that, well, they share in common with their sort of crusty cousins, the insects and spiders and things, they need to cast off this rather tough outer coat when they grow. Let's put them away and see some cousins' clothes. First of all, if you look at insects like the dragonfly, it doesn't look much like a dragonfly, but that's how they are in the juvenile form. When they grow, they have to pull themselves out of that hard case, and the dragonfly comes out of the back there, spreads its wings, and flies away, leaving that empty old armour plate. The yabby, which lives in the water too, pulls itself out again from the middle there and goes off to grow a bit and develop a new coat. In each case, they leave behind this completely intact armoured coat. Well, the woodlouse doesn't do that. He does it in 2 bits. And if I can find a nice big one to show you. There's the cockroach again. I have to get rid of him. Well, it's a bit hard to focus, but they move very fast. Here we are. You see there are lots of segments down the body. From about halfway down, they shed the armour coat, which is a bit like running around with your coat on but no pants, and they feel very vulnerable like that, and they hide, grow the last part, shed the coat part, and then grow that again. So they do it in 2 sections. Also, their behaviour is very interesting if you put them in a maze. Most people don't have one, but we do. So we'll take one here and drop it in and just watch what it does when it's given a choice of going left or right on each occasion. Here we go. Drop it in and left, right, and so forth. It could go left or right at either turn, but in fact it tends to alternate. It goes left and then right and then left and then right, which is a very peculiar behaviour of slaters. No one quite knows why they do it, but considering their success and the numbers of them, it must have something to do with their chances of survival in the wild.